Today I'm going to talk to you about a dream place right on the Keys on the west side of Florida called Siesta Key. It is a spectacular place to be in, to live in, if you're looking for that beach lifestyle. We're going to talk about Siesta Key Beach. We're going to uncover why it is arguably the best key to live in if you want that Florida Key experience, the Florida lifestyle, palm trees, beaches, crystal blue, warm waters, dolphins, and everything we imagine that comes with beach lifestyle on this side of Florida. Welcome to Siesta Key. We're on the west coast of Florida, really close to Sarasota. Today what we're going to do is explore the area. Siesta Key Beach, which is actually where I'm at right now, has been consistently voted as one of the top beaches in the United States and sometimes one of the top beaches in the world. And what makes this place so special is the fact that the beach is very wide. You got the Gulf blue warm waters, but also the sand is very soft, and it's because it's made out of 99% quartz. My name is Katrina Fitzmatter. I'm a real estate agent, of course, on Siesta Key. So I work in Sarasota County and Manatee County. The point of this video is really to showcase Siesta Key to you because I believe it's going to be one of the most popular areas to live in Florida if you wanted to live coastal. It really doesn't get any better than that. What we're going to do today is get to know the area. Siesta Key Beach is a barrier island off the coast of Sarasota, and it's 8 miles long. A lot of people who go and visit Siesta Key Beach and compare it to St. Pete Beach, for example, or Clearwater or South Beach in Miami, will say that it's a lot quieter, a lot quainter feeling, and that's partially due to the fact that there isn't as much entertainment on the island. There is certainly a village, which is Siesta Key Village, and that's where you'll find clusters of restaurants and bars to go to, but the remainder of the island is much more about the beaches and residential areas. So how do you get on the island? There's two entry points. You have the Southern Bridge and the Northern Bridge. And then on the island is one main road, it's Midnight Pass, which turns into Beach Road. Siesta Key Beach is the most famous beach that we have on Siesta Key, and that's driven by the fact that there's just been so much publicity around it, and that's also helped by the MTV show called Siesta Key. But there's two other beaches, Crescent Beach and Turtle Beach. A lot of local people will avoid the crowds, especially during spring break. They'll head over to Turtle Beach instead, for example, and I go there quite often to do sunset watching. It's just beautiful, especially because it's less traffic. Now the feel will differ somewhat from Siesta Key Beach in that the beach itself isn't as wide. The sand seems a little bit rougher, and it's actually called Turtle Beach because you'll find a lot of turtles that are hatching on that beach, hence Turtle Beach. Adjacent to Turtle Beach is a kayak launch. A lot of people go to it, they'll rent kayaks, and it's just so much fun to go through the mangroves. And I would actually say that's an activity, is exploring the mangroves. Crescent Beach is adjacent to Siesta Key Beach, and the easiest way to get to Crescent Beach is if you enter Siesta Key Beach and you turn left. Now let's talk about the reason why Siesta Key Beach is so famous. It certainly has to do with a lot of aspects to the beach, but first off is the blue warm waters. It's just gorgeous. The waters are calm usually, unless there's a bad storm, and it's beautiful. And the sand itself, because it's made out of 99% quartz, is super soft. The advantage of it is not just that it feels good on your feet, but it also stays cool even in the hottest of summer days. Now the beach itself is very wide, and there's a lot to do on the beach, just for kids, for families, really for everybody. Volleyball courts, a lot of people are very active at the beach. Right next to the beach actually are tennis courts and pickleball courts. There's a food court, bathroom, so great place for the entire family to go to and to enjoy. If you go over to Turtle Beach, which is the place I typically go to for sunset watching, there are no amenities, there's no lifeguards there, where on Siesta Key Beach you do. So Siesta Key Beach is really tailored towards families and kids especially. Now I touched on the fact that there's a village in Siesta Key, Siesta Key Village, which is actually in walking distance from Siesta Key Beach. In the village, you'll have the main grocery store. There's also bars and restaurants, and the majority of the entertainment when it comes to food and drinks are clustered right in that village. And it's just a fun place to go to, hang out with friends, family. That's also where you can rent bikes and scooters to go around town. And that setup actually allows the remainder of the island to stay relatively quaint, because most people, if they wanted entertainment, would head over to Siesta Key Village, unless people are heading over to downtown Sarasota for additional entertainment, which I'll get into in a moment. I think the island is very easy to navigate. You have one main road, which is Midnight Pass, which turns into Beach Road. And so going up and down the island is pretty easy, especially if you're on a bike. Maybe you have a scooter, or there's also a trolley, a free trolley that picks you up at different destinations on the island. There it is, actually. I don't know if you got it. Did you catch that on video? Okay. When it comes to entertainment, we talked about Siesta Key Village in terms of food, shopping, and drinks, but there's just so much more to do around the island, from, of course, fishing, swimming in the waters, parasailing, boating, snorkeling. Right next to Siesta Key Beach, as I mentioned earlier, there are tennis courts and pickleball courts. People on the island are very health conscious. A lot of them are very active, and you'll see them running or jogging or walking throughout the entire day. As a matter of fact, on Midnight Pass, especially, a lot of joggers there, a lot of bikers there. There are no shortage of things to do on the island, but what complements Siesta Key living really well is the fact that downtown Sarasota, which is known as the cultural hub on the west side of Florida, and that's based on the fact that there is a lot of theaters and arts and entertainment really clustered in one area, and it's so close to Siesta Key Beach. So if somebody that lived on Siesta Key Beach wanted to have a change of scenery, you just hop in your car and literally 10 minutes later you're in downtown Sarasota. Completely different feel, very metropolitan and accessible to you. You have a lot of different restaurants and just arts and theater entertainment. A lot of these other beach towns, it can take forever to get to a really solid downtown area. I mean, a thriving downtown area such as Sarasota. There are a lot of events that happen on the island throughout the entire year. There's the farmers market, that's every Sunday morning. And then on Sunday nights is the drum circle. It starts right in the evening before the sunset. And it's just when people come together from really all over the place, they play music together. Typically it's the drums. If you've never been to a drum circle, you have to come at least one time, because it is definitely an experience to be had. People are very inclusive, and yeah, I mean, it's just a great time. There's also different art shows that get organized on Siesta Key Beach, and then on a yearly basis, we have the sand sculpting event that typically happens, I think it's in November. Literally, sand sculptors from all over the world will come. It seems like almost everybody wants to be on the water. At the very least, it's a lot of people's dreams, because it's bringing them so much closer to the tropical lifestyle they've always imagined. I looked at the median price for December for single-family homes. It came in at $1.8 million. And condos are going to be a little bit more affordable, and those are coming in at $870,000. Now, when it comes to condos and single-family homes, you're going to find more affordable options and also way more expensive options, and a lot of it is going to depend on the age of the home, proximity to the actual coast, and then of course how updated it is. What is very unique about Siesta Key is the fact that when you drive through the island, and again, the island's not very big, right? We talked about it being just 8 miles long, but there's certain pockets on Siesta Key that are going to feel like you're almost in a jungle. Just a lot of trees around, very lush. It doesn't feel like you're on the island. And then you get to certain places where, yeah, it does feel very beachy. And so if you're interested in that type of lifestyle, Siesta Key living lifestyle, I would urge you to come and explore Siesta Key Beach in more detail. Really drive around the island and look at the different places that people live in, because really from a look and feel perspective, it can absolutely vary. And how about we do this? We're going to step into a condo that is literally in walking distance to Siesta Key Beach, just to give you a flavor of what it would be like having a condo right on the coast. Now, if you're interested in the condo we just walked through, which I'm listing, call me or email me anytime. I would love to take you through the condo, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. And thank you so much for watching today. I always appreciate when you guys do. Take care.